At the end of summer in 2025, Seattle completed the first part of an important traffic safety project connecting Beacon Hill with the rest of the city. Hi, I'm Bob Swirsel. I'm going to show you the Beacon Avenue South and 15th Avenue South safety project and how it improves different modes of transportation. Let's check it out. The biggest impact of this project has been to the biking experience, so we'll start with that. Heading south from the Jose Rizal Bridge, the bike lane on Gulf Drive has been upgraded from a paint bike lane in the door zone to parking protected. Continuing on 15th Avenue, the previous paint bike lane now features a combination of flex posts and concrete curbs. This makes for a much smoother ride heading towards the Beacon Hill Business District. Going southbound from 15th Avenue onto Beacon Avenue, we're supposed to use a bike box on Beacon Avenue. The stoplight phases have been ordered, so you will get the green light on Beacon Avenue immediately after this light turns red. However, most cyclists are used to riding through the intersection during the pedestrian all-walk phase, so maybe this could be adjusted in the future. Beacon Avenue now has bike lanes, and they use a combination of flex posts, concrete curbs, and parking lanes as protection from car traffic. The new bike lanes continue all the way to Spokane Street, at the northeast corner of Jefferson Park. Okay, I showed you the route going southbound, but the biggest change along this route has been for people biking northbound. Before this project, there were no bike lanes at all going northbound. Now, there is a continuous protected bike lane along the entire corridor from Spokane Street to the Jose Rizal Bridge. One of the reasons why this route was chosen over parallel streets like 12th Avenue and 14th Avenue is that this has been the most popular route used by people biking in and out of Beacon Hill. This preference was reflected in community surveys and discussions. This project connects to nearby bike routes including 12th Avenue going north across the Jose Rizal Bridge towards the International District, downtown, and Capitol Hill. I-90 Trail east towards the Central District, Rainier Valley, and across Lake Washington. Beacon Avenue north and west into DeSoto. Beacon Hill Greenway north towards the I-90 Trail. Beacon Hill Greenway south towards Georgetown, and multiple options south towards Columbia City, New Holly, and Georgetown. As a result of this project, the experience for pedestrians has gotten much better. Street crossings have gotten safer and more accessible with the installation of new crosswalks, new pedestrian-activated flashing beacons for multiple crosswalks, and 42 new curb ramps, some of which didn't exist before at some intersections. Some of the sidewalks along the corridor had become cracked and bumpy due to tree roots. They have been repaired and repaved. The speed cushions and narrowed roadway have resulted in slower and quieter traffic, which makes using the sidewalk cafes outside local restaurants much more enjoyable. Improvements have also been made for people who use public transportation. Outside the Beacon Hill Light Rail Station, the bike lanes go behind new floating bus stops. These are called floating bus stops because bus passengers have an island to wait on between the bike lane and car traffic, and they help reduce conflicts between people biking and people taking transit. The traffic calming installations that were part of the project have made vehicle traffic around bus stops slower and safer. Most drivers want safe streets, and this project improves their safety too. The speed cushions have been somewhat effective in keeping most drivers' speeds at safer levels. This makes it more comfortable for people who want to drive safely. Along this corridor, in the past, there have been multiple crashes into buildings and trees, and people have been sent to the hospital or killed. Parking was a controversial topic during planning and outreach for this project, but many compromises were made, including the completion of an additional parking study, the creation of new parking spaces where they weren't previously allowed, and the conversion of the southbound bike lane on 14th Avenue into parking. Looking to the future, this project is really just the north segment of a larger project called the Beacon Hill Bike Route. It would create a bike corridor along Beacon Hill from the Jose Rizal Bridge at the north end to South Beacon Hill near Rainier Beach, connecting it with the rest of the city. The middle and south segments will be designed and built in the future. King County Metro, which operates the Route 36 bus along the corridor, which serves thousands of riders per day, is also looking to improve service over the next couple of years. This project has been in the works since 2019, when residents advocated for it to be added to the Seattle Bicycle Master Plan. It involved a lot of advocacy, including outreach events both online and in person with neighbors and businesses, organizing to save the project when its future was in jeopardy during the pandemic, community walks with the Seattle Department of Transportation staff, including the director, community bike rides to raise awareness and support for the project, and more. I was personally involved in advocating for this project, and I appreciate the work that so many of my neighbors and fellow advocates did to help push this project through to completion. Thank you to everyone who played a part, even if it was something as small as sending one email to the city showing your support. Thank you for joining me in this look at the Beacon Avenue South and 15th Avenue South safety project. If you want to see more of my content, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.